Morning guys, Monday here in Adelaide. I'm about to head out and pick up a massive auction lot that I secured last week. There is a heap of gear there. I'll take you guys along. It's probably the second biggest purchase we've ever done, so I'm gonna go hire a little van and hopefully it doesn't take me all day to get through, but there's a lot of gear there, so come along with us and I'll show you what we got. Hey, it's Brad. We're in the van. We're gonna go pick up some auction stuff. It's just around the corner from Hertz, which is helpful. Alright guys, I've got a bit of gear here. Slowly getting there guys. It's in. Alright, we're done. What a crazy day. So we've stacked a whole bunch of the stuff up on the shelf. I'll end up putting them in the boxes there. And the main reason I picked up this deal was for these submersible pumps. There's a whole bunch of them in this lot. There's some in the boxes as well. And one of these pumps goes from between 50 and 150 depending on the model. And I probably got at least 40 of those. So I'll talk a little bit more about the cost and that when we go inside, and we'll show you a few things that we've picked up. But yeah, definitely worth the effort. We've got a whole bunch of stock. There's a whole bunch of aquariums there as well. So more pumps, a whole bunch of like random fishing stuff. That's probably not going to go for heaps, but those there will probably do okay. Maybe 10-15 bucks on those each. Some pumps and fish nets. These things here, I don't know, maybe 8 to 10 bucks. Heaps of smalls. So if we can't sell them on eBay, we might just take them down locally, try and get rid of some on Facebook Marketplace or maybe a local pet shop. But definitely the pumps are what I bought this for, so it's going to be interesting to see what sort of money we're going to make back on this one. I don't really know, but I know there's money in it. So I'll take you inside and show you what we got. Alright guys, so we've just got this one rando box and we have, what, probably 40 of those all stacked up. Go through what's in this box as a bit of an example and show you some of the cool stuff we got. Alright guys, let's break down some of the numbers from the auction lot. So I got 8 pallets all up. It cost me $4,100. And I'll show you a bit of a breakdown of just one very small box of stuff that I pulled out and show you what I should be making on each item. So I've done a little bit of research per item. These are just a lot of the smalls. I'm gonna make a lot of my money back on the pumps and the filters and stuff like that. But I thought I'd show you a bit of an overview of the whole lot because there's a whole bunch of just random smalls in here as well. So let's get started. So I already listed a whole bunch of these. So these are all different types of like pond cleaner and algae killer. Now I've listed all these at around $25 each, and that is what they've been selling at. So I've got about 40 bottles there. So after shipping on those, I should make about $12 each. So that's already sort of $500 just in algae cleaner, and there's like a heap more of those out the back. So that's definitely a really good start. So 500 bucks from one small box. Now I'll go through sort of this other box that I've got here. It's just a bunch of random stuff. So we've got this pH up. I'll bring up a little sheet here that tells me what it's worth for about $16.50 including shipping. So I should make about $8 a piece on those, and I know that I have a whole bunch of those as well. So even if I say I had 12 of those, that's another 100 bucks straight off the top. This next item here is this submersible filter. These go for about 28 pounds because I could only find them in the UK. So in Australia, that's about $50. That should ship in probably a medium satchel, I reckon. So after all fees and shipping, I should make about 30 to 35 on those, depending on what rate shipping I can get. And I have heaps of these. I have probably, I don't know, at least 20. But we'll just go what's in this box at the moment. So there's one here, so that's 35 bucks. There's these little random fish hatchery things. They go for about 20 bucks postage, so that should fit in a small. So I should make about 10 bucks after postage on each of those items. Again, I probably have 20 to 30 of those that I've seen. There's some boxes I haven't even opened, so I'm not even sure how much it's going to be there in the long run. These little perch lights are interesting. So these go for $24 on Amazon in America. So if I shoot for around the same price, probably again in a medium satchel, I should get about $12 each. And again, I have a whole box of these, so really good sort of turnover there. Hopefully they fly out the door. I got a bunch of these little mineral sand air stones. These only go for about 10 bucks each, but I should be able to put these in a small satchel. It'll be 10 plus postage, I reckon. So I'll probably make about $5 on those, but I have a whole bunch, so that'll be a nice little turnover. These will be all multi-quantity listings as well, which is going to make this a whole lot easier. So I might have a whole lot of stock, but I'm only going to have, you know, maybe 100 listings, and it's going to sort of just tick over and we'll just monitor it as it goes. So pretty happy with that little start. There's a whole bunch of other stuff in here. Here's a smaller perch light. That one's a 7 watt. They go for $17 shipped. So I should make about 8 bucks on those. Again, I have a whole ton of those out the back. So this is just a very small portion of what we've got. I've got aquariums out the back there. I've got fish food. Got pretty much anything fish related that you can think of. More fish gear than Rex Hunt, I'd say.
There to be eaten. A little bit like strawberries and creams at a kid's birthday party. And you know how they go.
So let's have a look. I'm not really sure how I'm going to ship this one, but these siphons go for about $31. So I don't know if that's going to, might fit in an extra large, or you might box it up. So I don't expect to make huge money on that, but even if you made $5 to $10 each, I've got, I don't know, a good 20 to 30 of those as well. What else we got in this little box here? Got a whole bunch of these little fish nets. These are going to be difficult, so I might have to lot these up because these only go for about $7 each. So obviously after I ship them, I'm not going to make any money. But what I'm thinking of doing is lotting some of the aquariums up with like fish nets, a bit of food, maybe a little filter, do them locally for Christmas. And I reckon for the set I'll get it over $200, and I've got about 6 or 7, maybe more tanks out the back there. So if I was to do that, that's $1,400 straight off the top. So that's sort of what I'm thinking with these. If that falls through, my next plan would be to take them to like a local pet shop and just sell them the bulk lot really cheap. Just get rid of them because I have a whole lot and they're not worth a lot of money. But as I said before, there's stuff in here that is worth some good money, which is why I picked it up. There is this magnetic cleaner with a thermometer. These go for about $20 each. So again, that's probably going to go on a medium satchel. Medium only probably going to make about $5 to $8 each on those. But again, I have probably 50 of these. So that's a heap of those. This stuff's not going to sell super fast because I have so much of it. But my buy-in price per item is very low because we got a whole bunch of stuff. So I'm pretty happy with the haul. I sort of wouldn't recommend it for everyone, but it's going to work really well for our model. I'll pick up some more stuff in this little box here. Here's an interesting little item. So this is like what they call activated carbon. Now I've looked all this stuff up over a whole different range of sites, UK, Australia, America, because it all depends on, you know, where it's selling, on what sort of prices I've looked up. So this one here, they're getting about $19 shipped on this. So again, that'll probably go on a small, I reckon, meaning I'll probably make about $8 to $10 after everything on those. I've got a whole bunch of these, sort of whole box out there. So I'd say about 50. So let's say there's $500 in profit in that one item, or multiples of that one item. What else we got in here? We got these little like aquarium scraper cleaner things. I was actually quite surprised at how much these went for. So these go for about $30. And I have a heap of these. These are really long, so I think we're going to box them up. They're really light though, so we might get away with the 500 gram shipping, which would be $8.55. So if I sold a bunch of these, that'd be awesome because I should be making about $15 to $16 profit on each of these, which is awesome for a little aquarium scraper. I have no idea why they go for $30, but I'm not complaining. Now we're sort of getting into the stuff that I bought this whole lot for. So this here is a submersible pump, FP350. And I looked this up, they're selling these in the UK pretty regularly for $28.99, that's pounds. So that's about 50 Australian dollars. Obviously it's a very small item, so that will go in a small satchel. So I should make sort of $35 on that after everything. And I've got probably 30 of these out the back, I reckon. Very cool little item. They should sell pretty quickly, especially around this Christmas time, people buying for presents. All of this stuff is brand new, which is why I was happy to spend so much money on it. So I've got 2 of those in this box, this one very small box. The next item, and these are the real reason I bought this whole lot. So this is a submersible pump, a bit bigger model. This one does 4,000 liters per hour. It's the FP4000 model. And there's only one person in Australia selling these, and they've only got one left, and they've been selling for 50. Now you look overseas and these sell regularly for about $80. So I'm going to shoot for sort of 75. And I've probably got, again, at least 20 to 30 of these in that lot. So I haven't counted everything because it will just take me like literally ages, and I wanted to get this video out to you guys. But $75, let's say I make $50 profit on each of these items. And I've got 20 to 30 out the back there, that's $1,500 as is. And then there's another model that's a little bit better than this one out the back there that I've probably got the same number of, that I should make $60 to $70 on per item. So already, without sort of going too deep into a lot of the other items there, you can kind of see how these things are adding up quite quickly, and we will get our money back reasonably easily on this lot. It's going to take us a bit of time to turn this stuff over. But I'm very confident that we should be able to double our money, if not more, on these sort of items. And buying in bulk like this sort of saves us time in sourcing. We can do those multi-quantity listings. I don't mind if it sits around for a little while and we end up sort of just ticking it over. It's that sort of day-to-day sale that sort of props your store up, and then those op shop items and stuff like that will become the higher margin items, higher profit margin items that we will sort of pick up and sell. So I'm pretty happy with this lot. As I said, $4,100 spent on 8 pallets, and those pallets were absolutely full. You guys would have seen how full the van was. That was a very busy day getting that all sorted. So I guess it's time to get listing. We've got a whole bunch of listing to do, obviously, with that amount of stock. A lot of it will be local deals as well, trying to clear it out. But I'm pretty happy with the purchase. So if anyone needs any fish gear, I'm your guy, because I probably have enough to stock half of Australia at this point. But I'm keen to get into it. I'm keen to start selling it. And I think there's some really good profits here. So keep an eye out for auctions in your local area. Often local pickup ones work quite well because it kind of knocks out half the market straight off the bat, because people don't want to put the time into getting couriers and stuff like that. So it's definitely a viable option. I wouldn't advise spending big like this unless you know what you're looking at and you've got a bit of capital. You don't want to be reinvesting all your capital straight into stock like this straight off the bat, because it will be tied up for some time. But these are the deals that sort of propel you to that next level. So I'm really excited to get this stuff listed, and I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed the little bit of seeing me bust my ass trying to get the stuff into the shed. Very interesting day. So leave us a big thumbs up, leave us a comment. What's your biggest bulk deal? Do you guys do auctions? I'm really keen to hear how you guys sort of source bulk lots like this. It's great to hear other people's stories. And if you guys haven't subscribed, please subscribe. We're getting up towards 900 now, which is really awesome. We've got some pretty big channels that we're going to be on probably before this video is dropped. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens between now and then. But for now, I'll leave you guys to your day-to-day, and hope to see you next time on 2 Aussie Thrifters. Bye for now.